guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam. Welcome to Healthy Habits, although I would say welcome to this forest that we have here with this autumny mood that we have here with a little bit dark lip, leather jacket. I was gonna say I'm ready for fall, but it's literally fall, which we are lucky this year, I feel like, because usually in Canada, well, in Montreal, we don't have fall for a long term. It jumps into winter directly. But I feel like this year we had a little bit of fall in September. Now it's end of October. I feel like it's okay, although today it was -1 Celsius. So I guess winter, it's coming. But again, I'm happy that in September and in October we had kind of fall situation. Anyway, that's not why you're here. You're here because we're going to talk about a topic that you wouldn't hear elsewhere as much, about how our external environment is controlling us. Most likely, you didn't think about this one. And by external environment, I mean the climate. Well, there's also like our friends, family members, they can have influence on us, but this video is not about that. This video is literally about how our external environment, literally such as climate, can have an impact, a huge impact on our actions, behavior, and everything else that comes with. It's not an easy thing to notice. Me personally, I've noticed this because I was doing, well, thanks to 75 Hard program that I was doing in January this year, 2024. By the way, each Friday there's episodes that coming up with that. A vlog is coming up about 75 Hard. I think we are there at this point. Maybe we did hit 40 already, I don't know. It's crazy. I still to this day can't believe I've done it. But anyway, that's when I've noticed, really noticed how our climate has an impact on our behavior, on our actions. I'll explain it to you how and why. So with 75 Hard, there was things that, we needed to do 2 workouts, 1 outside, and I was doing in winter time. Which, by the way, in 2025, I'm going to start again. And if you want to join me, you're welcome to. I'm not sure if this time I'm going to vlog, but because it's going to be basically the same thing. We'll see. Maybe here and there, not like every day. But if you're welcome to join me, if you want to get better, because that helps. The program helps. The program won't magically transform you to this better person, but it's a good start to transform you to a better person. Anyway, so yeah, 2 workouts, 1 outside, 1 inside, and it was 45 minutes. So whether it's raining, snowing, ice, you needed to go. Of course, you need to see that and feel that you can be safe to go outside, especially in winter time. So that's when I've noticed how much climate can control us and have an impact on us, because usually, right, it's human, it's normal. Usually when it's raining, or when it's snowing way too much. I live in Canada, hello. It's super cold in winter. Or when it's cold, it's rainy, it's snowy. We are like, I don't feel like going there, or I don't feel like going to literally work out, or I don't feel like going out of my house in general, unless if you do have chores, or pick up the kids, or go to work, You know what I mean. You won't do necessarily extra things that you're not supposed to do on those days, because when it's -35 Celsius or 40 Celsius and you have this much of snow in front of your door, you're not going to be like excited and, well, there are people that love snow and cold, don't get me wrong, but most of us, I'm talking in general, we are not going to be like, super excited to go outside and, do my things because it's cold outside. You don't feel like it. You don't want to go. And when I saw that, I realized that that's true. Even before 75 Hard or other winters, whenever it was super cold, and I know that I'm not alone, but I'm telling you my example. Whenever I saw that it was super, super, super cold, too much snow, too much ice outside, because here in wintertime we have, it's weird, but we have like rain. We do have rains that become ice overnight. Anyway, don't get me started on that. But yeah, so before 75 hard, other winters, whenever I saw that, I wouldn't go outside. I wouldn't feel like going outside. I wouldn't want to drive yet alone. Like, you know, if I didn't need to, if it was my extra things that I needed to do, I wouldn't do it. And when I started to do the 75 hard, which obligates me to go outside, regardless how it's my climate outside at that day, I realized that it stops us. Climate stops us from so many things that we could do ourselves, but we don't. That it changes our actions. It has an impact on our actions. It has an impact on our behavior, how we are gonna feel even, you know, that day, because yes, it has an impact on our actions, but we all know that it has an impact on our behaviors as well and our mood. Whenever it gets dark earlier, so many people are sensitive to the changing of the temperature. And I didn't purchase it yet, but I'm gonna purchase it. It's on my list on Amazon. I think it's called Happy Light or something like that. Literally, when it's dark outside, you put that on your desk and it mimics of the sunlight. It's safe. I'm not talking about red light though. Literally a light that mimics the sunlight, which is better than nothing. It's better than just seeing the dark outside. And, you know, because let's be real, it can get depressing, especially that it's proven that from October until January, people are more sad. Generally speaking, people are more sad, people are more depressed, they're not that motivated because yes, the temperature, the behaviors, the mood changes, but also we're getting closer to end of year. People are thinking, how they did their year, how they keep up with their resolutions and goals. And most of the people, it gets depressing, but the climate and external environment has a huge impact because of that. So I'm sure it's going to be up in this episode in October or November, but if you're feeling sad or depressed, those times of moments, just know that it will get better. It's normal. Now, I'm not telling you that, it's normal, you shouldn't do anything to, and just feel sad and depressed. No, but just know that it's normal because we are humans. We are sensitive to those changes. Especially when you live somewhere that it is super cold. I don't think people realize how depressing it gets. And it's the same if you live in super hot climate as well. It's the same. But especially cold, and it gets darker super early. Like today, I think time changed. Was it today? Yeah, I think today the time have been changed. And it will get darker, like I'm sure by 4 p.m. Like, it's crazy. It's like when you go out to work, it's dark, and when you come home, it's dark. How depressing it is. And if you work in a building and it's dark and it doesn't have any windows or not too many windows, it's depressing. That's why I'm going to try the light thing from Amazon, and I'm going to tell you how I feel, because if it can help the mood and the behavior changes and it can improve my life, why wouldn't I do it? And it's not super expensive either. It's like $20 to $30 US, I think. So I'm going to try it and see. That's why when I tell you that it's normal if you feel some kind of way in October, November, December, January, I'm telling you it's normal, but still you need to do things to improve it. Not just be sad and get depressed deeper and deeper and deeper, but rather do things that it will feel good. If it feels good to see more your friends, or if our family members, spending time with them more, or doing other hobbies that you didn't do. I know that so many people love winter activities, that it helps them with their mood and overall, well-being. You just need to know yourself, and how you can know yourself, it's if you take time to think. I can't stress enough of this, because usually people they have time for other things, but not even 2 to 5 minutes to just think about themselves, meaning ask themselves how I feel today, 1 to 10, how I feel, what I want more in my life, what I would love in my life. Or in this topic, you can think what activities makes me in a good mood or can help me go through winter times. When my mood changes in general, it doesn't mean that it needs to be October, November, December, January, just in general. So yeah, for me, it's going to be the light, I'm sure. I've heard so many great things, so I'm going to purchase the lamp. I'm still going to continue to working out because it improves my overall mood, and we all know it's healthy. It's a healthy habit to work out consistently. And honestly, with 75 hard, yes, it was hard. It was hard outside, especially at the beginning, but in some sort of way, it also made the winter time to go pass by quickly because I was busy doing my tasks every single day. So if it's something that interests you, I'll link the videos below. I have done what it brought me, and the episodes I'll link below if you want to check it out. But it can help. Not that it can. For me personally, it helped me to go through winter, although going out every single time it was hard. But it still helped me because you know why? Because I knew that I was doing things that are beneficial for me. I know I was doing things that can for my growth, so I can be a better version of myself, so I can be a better version for others. That's why I knew that I'm doing something that will help me in the long term. Yes, it's a discomfort. Yes, I don't want to do it. Yes, it's cold outside. Yes, it's snowy outside. But since I still done those things, it made me to realize that it's not as bad as I think, because as I told you, usually when we are low during those months, we think that we are alone. We are not the only ones that, go through that ups and downs, but it's human, it's normal. Everyone has their ups and downs, and there's not literally one person that is happy 24/7 for 12 months. And I've done an episode about that happiness is an emotion that, yes, we wish we had it all year around, 24/7, but there are some other emotions that we need to deal with it. I'm not telling you that, we shouldn't feel happiness, but there are other emotions that we do have in our day-to-day lives. Most of the days we have multiple emotions. We can feel sad, then we can feel happy, then we can feel angry, then we can feel stress. The most important part is, what do you do once you have those emotions? What do you do once you feel sad? What do you do once you see that outside it's super snowy, but you wanted to go outside, but it stops you? What do you do then? You just don't go? Most of you people just, I'll do it later. I'll do it when the rain stops. And all of these examples, I'm telling you to being safe, of course, in your mind, because if it rains super and it's dangerous for you, don't go outside by all means. I should have told this in the beginning, but if you just feel like it's dangerous for you, don't go place. But if it's something that, usually when even a little bit it rains, we're like, oh yeah, I wanted to go to this place, or I wanted to see my family member, or I wanted to see my significant other, but since it rains, I'm not gonna go. That's what I'm talking about. That you change your actions because of your external environment, because it rains, because it snows, because there's ice outside. And I wouldn't realize this if I didn't do, honestly, 75 hard. That's why I wanted to share it with you, because even if you don't do that program, you still have maybe something to think about next time when it rains or snows, how it changes your actions and how it has an impact on yourself. And I'll tell you another example that it was on my mind even, after 75 hard. When I started making videos and coming to the studio, I'm not gonna lie to you, that thought of, we have winters here and I need to drive this amount of time and I need to do this, and what I would do when it's -30. Should I, am I still gonna come and film or no? I still had that bottle in my head, and when I decided to film, it was summertime. Because if you live in Canada, and I'm not minimizing winters here, it can be brutal if you live in Canada, but And I know that even in US there are some states that it can be brutal. But just to showing you that thought, it's human, that like that thought will always be in our minds. It's just the actions that you do. And once I was thinking, I was like, stop. We're literally in summer and you're thinking about winter, how you're going to go to the studio that you didn't even booked yet. You didn't even started your YouTube channel and you're thinking about what if you see the what happens to us if we don't realize it. And because I've done 75 art, because I've realized that our environment has an impact on us, I switch my mindset. But if I didn't know, maybe the thought would stop me. Maybe the thought would stop me to start my I know you're like, how it's related to each other, but it is related, because that thought might stop me from booking the studio or wanting to search one closer. And what if I didn't find one, right? Or I didn't like the one that is closer. It's all related. I'm glad that I didn't listen to my thought. And that's why I wanted to make this video, just so you can have another perspective of how environment has a huge control on us, because that's a thing that we don't, since nature is here, Mother Nature is here, we don't realize. Because if you live somewhere that there are 4 seasons, it's normal, right? It's normal. We have 4 seasons. During winter, it's cold, I don't want to do this, I'm more lazy. It's normal. It should be like that. Again, just be safe, of course, by all means. Safety, it's priority. But just notice next time that this happens, just remember this video and notice yourself. I'm not telling you to, just notice yourself. If your action changes once it rains or it snows or the weather is not like how you want it to be mindful. That's all. It's important. Be mindful. And if you're feeling some sort of way this month, October, November, December, January, just know that you're not alone, that I send you virtual hugs. I wish you so much happiness and love, especially during those times. And I know that holidays is another story, and when people can feel sad and more depressed and more anxiety, and we'll talk about it, of course, later as well. But so, just know that you're not alone. Do things that that make you feel more happy. It's normal that this year didn't go past as you wanted, or your goals or resolutions didn't go as planned, because you are always getting better. If you work on yourself, you always are going to get better, right? So don't focus on things that didn't happen this past, 10 month, 11 month, 12 month, but rather focus on your next year, on today, and also on your next days, month, and upcoming 2025 year. I'll link also a video what I do each year at the beginning of the year, a word that I tell myself, and all my actions I'm trying to, go so they can go to the direction. I'm going to link that video below. It's super important, especially if now is the time to think about that. And also, again, if you're feeling some sort of way, if you're feeling a little bit down, just know that it's normal, but it's up to us how we handle it, how we perceive it, and how we react to it. If you get advantage of this time to get better, to maybe listen more podcasts, to read more books, to work out more, to read more books, to get more podcasts, to just listen about topics, not just personal development, but just about topics that you feel that you have interest in, whether it's personal development on other topics. Maybe you're is geography, or learning about new countries, new languages, I don't know, like what interests you. You will feel much more happiness and much more joyfulness that if you didn't do that if you rather be like, oh, well, I feel sad this month and I'm gonna do nothing about it. I'm alone. I'm probably the only one that feels sadness, which is not true. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode made you realize a few things, and next time, be mindful of your environment, external environment, which is such as climate, and also know that it will get better. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it will get better. We just need to put the work towards it because nothing comes easy. When it comes easy, it goes easier. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and also ring the bell so you don't miss any healthy habits. Per usual, before I go, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.